Hi, Kevin and Jess here from Underdog Fitness. Kevin, the athlete, Jess, the brains behind the operation. Underdog wouldn't be what it is today without her. So thanks, Jess.
You're welcome.
We're here to give you the super secret tips on DEKA MILE Teams. Today we're going to give you a demonstration and explanation of how to break up male-female partners. Tip 1, get a whiteboard. You got to write this out. You got to craft this plan. And if you don't craft it, winging it, just figuring it out on the fly, definitely not the way to go. First step, identify strengths, then weaknesses. List out what each partner is best at and not the best at. Don't worry about the stuff you're both okay at. Now piece the puzzle together. Start with the obvious stuff. So in this case, bike, I'll take that one. Just did the bike the first time we did teams. She'll tell you later about how well that worked out for us. All right, bike, boom. All right, other strengths, ergs. We're going to break those up. Pro tip, don't do more than 30 seconds of anything anywhere you can help it. So if, like, I'm really good at the ergs, just a little smaller, so not as powerful. So it doesn't make sense for me to do a minute and 45 seconds to 2 minutes of ergs while she rests. That's too much rest for her. She doesn't need that much. So we're going to share it. We're just not going to share it 50-50. We're going to share it proportionally to our strength, power, and like energy system. So we'll get back to that in a second. Now, let's lay out some things. With the mile, station, run, Let's put the obvious things. We both have to do the first and last run, so that already explains itself. Now, when we come in from that first run, I'm a little bit of a stronger runner, so I'm going to get to the lunge first. It doesn't make sense for me to make Jess run and struggle and then do all the lunges, so I'll take the lunges. Since I'm doing the lunges, it makes sense for her to have her fresh legs after the rest to run. Row. Great, that's one of my strengths. I'm going to take the first chunk of the row. I'm going to do 350 meters, and then I'll save her 150 meters, which should be about 30 seconds of work for her. Since Jess is finishing the row, I'll take the next run, which gives her the box, and then me the run, and then her the sit-ups. Notice we're operating her strengths over here. Perfect. Now, because she's doing both of those, I'll be doing those runs. And I'll run all the way into the ski. So I'm running into the ski. Jess is going to start the ski. She's going to do 15 seconds of work. I'll do 30 seconds of work. She'll do 15 seconds of work, and then I'll just finish. So that's going to give her 30 total seconds of skiing, which means I get to ski for the other minute and 10, or whatever it takes us to finish the ski. Because I'm finishing, she's going to run, boom. Then with farmers, I'm going to start the farmers, but if I do all the farmers, it's going to take me about 50 seconds, so we're going to share that. I'll do 2 down and backs. She'll do 1 down and back. Then I'll do 2 down and backs. That way, I can run really hard for my 2. I get a 10-second rest. I get to do 2 more. So she'll rest when I'm going, and then she'll be able to run again because we know she's not going to rest here, and then she has to run again. So even though dead balls are just a strength, they're also one of my strengths. So we're going to share these as well because I'm going to be gassed from the bike, and she's going to be gassed from doing 2 really short back-to-back runs. So we're going to break that up. I'll start with 6 reps, and Jess will do 8 reps, and then I'll finish with 6 reps. All right, because I'm finishing, that means Jess had a little rest, so she's going to run. And tank is her weakness, so we're going to split that up as well. In the DEKA Strong, we would alternate every rep. But if we look at the amount of work Jess is doing here, she's running, and she's running with no rest, and then she's doing dead balls, and then she's running. She's stacked up a lot of work here. So giving her weakness for 2 reps isn't going to help her be fast on the last run, and definitely not help with the burpees. So I'm going to eat 2 of these tanks. I'm going to let her do 1, and then I'll do the last 2. Another thing to consider is we both need to run after the second tank or after the last tank. So because she's already fatigued and she's been doing a lot of running, giving her an extra length of rest is going to give her more wheels. And also, as I'm slightly better runner, that's going to slow me down a little bit, which will kind of bring us even, where if we race both fresh and I would win, that doesn't help us as a team. We can't start burpees till we both get there. So if this slows me down, gives her a little more rest, that brings us up to the same speed. So we'll both do the run. Whoever gets there first gets to start. They'll do 6. Second person does 8. Last person does 6. In strong, Jess took the bulk of the burpees. But because I'll probably get there first, I'll start the burpees. So that way she gets a little rest after that run. And I'll end up doing a couple more. But again, it's whoever gets there first for us in this situation. Now that you have the plan, write it all on the board. And have Vanna White follow you around while you're racing. That way you never forget who's next or who's doing what. Now for the training. Let's go to the gym and practice the transitions and see how things are going to go. Specifically, the row, that's a very important transition. The other stuff's kind of easy once you know what you're doing. DEKA mile transitions are a lot easier than strong transitions because it's usually into or out of a run, which the biggest thing is positioning yourself to be starting the run. So if the run is that way and Jess is doing her exercise here, I want to be here. I don't want to be on the other side of Jess and tag her and then run 3 steps to get to where I could have been starting anyway. Done. Boom. Out.
Boom, out.
Oh, yeah. Lots of butt slaps in the, well, I would say the co-ed, but we all goof around. Whatever keeps you light and having fun. Anyways, practice this. Simulate it. Take videos, especially when you race, take videos, because you'll notice things when you watch it back that you didn't even realize when you were training. And then you can run splits, and you can kind of see, oh, wow, over here, like it made sense on paper for us to split the dead balls this way, but I was really taxed from the bike, and Jess was okay after the run, so maybe I should have done less reps. She could do more, or maybe you swap this other run, and I do all the dead balls. You can see things on the video to adjust going forward. All right, if you want more details for the transitions or anything, watch the other video we made on DEKA's strong teams. I talk a lot more, so there's a lot more detail. Otherwise, have fun. Just a reminder, Underdog Fitness has 2 qualifying events left for the 2025 season. That's August 2nd, 3rd, this weekend, if you're watching this when it first drops, at Underdog Fitness in Wallingford, Connecticut. And then last chance qualifier weekend, September 13th, 14th, back here. We have strong, we have mile, we have individual, we have ruck, we have teams, we have Atlas, everything to qualify for DEKA World Championships. We'll see you in Fort Lauderdale in December. Let's go! We're going to miss the high five.